तुम्हारे खत्म करके
Om Shanti Devjani, very long time. Where you been? Devjani, you can hear me? Where you been, dear? I cannot hear you. Unmute yourself.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, my mom is very sick, and
Oh.
she is in India, and I'm not able to go there. I'm staying here in Dubai. So yesterday I was a bit upset, and I was not okay. So that because of that, I couldn't continue attend the class.
Don't
But
worry. What happened to her?
She is very sick. Actually, in January, she has broken her leg, and she is a diabetic, and I mean, it's extremely unwell. She's extremely unwell. So, and now the situation is very bad, and she's not able to get the medical treatment also because of the lockdowns and all these things. So
I can understand.
That's why.
I know how you feel when your mom gets sick, you know. I can totally relate it. My mom also went into the critical condition recently because of COVID, and I was just don't know what to do. But I can totally understand these things. Let me know how I can help you, right, in that situation.
Sure.
If you required any help, I'm here, okay? Don't worry about it.
Sure, ma'am.
And take your plenty of time, don't worry, okay?
Yeah, ma'am.
So
thank you.
anytime you can attend the classes, okay?
Yes, I in the evening I have watched the recorded session. Both the
Whenever
session
you
I have recorded.
Yes, whenever you feel okay, then you can go for it. Don't worry. Don't just give too much pressure to yourself, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
So let's start the session. Come into the sitting posture. Keep your back neck straight. Relax, align. Observe your alignment. And remove your glasses.
Recording in.
Gently close your eyes. Bring the awareness towards your position. Go into your posture. Observe how's your back, your neck, your shoulder, your palm, your legs. Now very slowly move your attention towards your breath. How the breath going in and coming out. Now take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation. Deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Inhale and exhale. Now, very slowly bring your attention towards deep inhalation for the Om. Take a deep breath. Shanti. 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 Feel the vibration and sensation. Join your both palm. Rub your palm. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Om Shanti. So, in previous class, we talked about it, the types of the pranayam. We did, I think, Kapalbhati we did, Bhasrika we did, right? Sheetli and Sheetkari we completed. Now, today we're going to learn the another types of the pranayam, that is Surya Bhedi pranayam. Surya Bhedi pranayam.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
I have a question. In Sheetkari and Shitali pranayam, while we doing inhalation and exhalation, so is there any belly or chest movement?
Understand, I keep telling you that chest automatically gonna move because the expansion of the lungs going on, right? And expansion in your rib cage is going on. So automatically chest gonna move. And because of the diaphragm move towards the belly, there is a slightly belly movement, but not like abdominal breathing. Remember, in abdominal breathing, you have to pop out your belly forcefully, little bit pushing your belly out. But here, you shouldn't be forcing yourself to pop your belly out. But yes, slight movement is going on. That is a very natural because diaphragm automatically move towards the belly. So belly slightly pop out. When the diaphragm move towards the lung, automatically belly go in and lungs little bit contracted. So movement is going on, okay? But your focus should not be in the movement. Your focus should on the inhalation. And you have to feel how the breath going in your while touching the tongue and how it's cooling down. That's you have to go into the observation. And then yes, later on, if the awareness of the lungs come within while practicing, that's okay. You can even aware about that how my lungs, my rib cage are expanding with inhalation and how they are contracting with exhalation. Okay.
And ma'am, in Vastrika pranayam, we are exhaling through nostrils, but there should be forceful exhalation or the normal exhalation.
Understand, when you are practicing the Bhasrika, it's more like a Kapal Bhati. Remember in
Yes.
Kapalbhati, we
Forcefully
do the forcefully we are doing. Passive inhalation is going on automatically. Same with you doing with your lungs.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, same thing you are doing with your upper torso. That's it. So you inhale. Automatically, you have to forcefully exhale. You have to put effort in exhalation. Okay, so there's little bit force apply, and especially in the Mandagati, because you are learning the technique. So Mandagati you're gonna practice. So you're gonna apply the little force like a Kapalbhati. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
So now today we're gonna learn the Surya Bhedi Pranayam. Write it down, the Surya Bhedi Pranayam. Surya Bhedin. So Surya Bhedi Pranayam is come with the like Surya Bhedin means you're praising the sun. You will get the energy of the sun when you're practicing the Surya Bhedi Pranayam. And this Surya Bhedi Pranayam is, also related to the sun. The God and deity, the Lord, the Sun, which give you the source, which give you the energy, which give you the life. So ancient yogi, they understand this, that sun is very powerful deity. It is a very powerful deity and very powerful God, comparison to the rest of the God. So because of the sun, everything is around you, right? Because of the sun, the perfect climate for the river, perfect climate for the environment, perfect climate for the growing the plants, perfect climate for the making the clouds, and perfect climate for the mountains, and everything is because of the sun. When there is no sun, there is no climate, there is no life on the earth, right? Even science is doing the research. They think about it that after millions of the years, sun gonna die, and when sun gonna die, the whole planet would be gonna die. It's not only the playing important role, the creating the climate of the earth, but playing very important role our solar system also. Other planets also get the energy from the sun. But yes, there is no, we cannot say there is no life, as we talked about all the atoms having its own, their own energy, and they are going on in their own way. But understand, sun play very important role. So Surya Bhedi Pranayam. So Surya Bhedi Pranayam is playing very important role when it's come to the maintaining the health, when it's come to the maintaining the energy, when it's come to the maintaining the life, maintaining the pranic, to increase the pranic life in the body, in the mind. Okay, so Surya Bhedan, by practicing the Surya Bhedi Pranayam, we are piercing the energy. We are accumulating the certain kind of energy which help us to maintain our physiological and psychological health. So the benefit, I'll just pause my video so you can hear. So Surya Bhedi Pranayam is basically the perfect climate for practicing the Surya Bhedi Pranayam is the winter season. Okay, during the winter, one has to practice the Surya Bhedi Pranayam. Then many Hatha yogis also believe that when you are practicing the Surya Bhedi Pranayam during the winter, you're gonna have the heat. It's gonna increase the heat of the body. So during the winter, you can maintain the warmness of the body by practicing the Surya Bhedi Pranayam. In Ayurveda, it mentioned if you feel the cold feet and cold palm, somebody is having the cold feet and cold palm, in that time, that person has to practice the Surya Bhedi Pranayam. And the Surya Bhedi Pranayam is very good for the kapha. Remember kapha? Kapha is related to the coldness. So we have to do the opposite things, that which gonna increase the heat in the body. So Surya Bhedi is ideal pranayam for them. It's gonna increase the heat in their body and maintain the balance. So problem, for example, certain problem like cold, during when somebody get cold, flu, any skin related infection somebody get, leukoderma, if somebody get, so Surabhedi pranayam they can practice. Yes, Kex.
Yeah, hello teacher. And can you write down the name?
Okay, I'll write it down, the name for you.
Thank you.
So, Surya Bhedi pranayam spelling you already know, so I just write it down, the Surya Bhedi, or I'll write it down the pranayam also. So this is the name of the today practice, Surya Bhedi pranayam. So basically here you are getting the energy of the sun. Surya means sun. Bhedna means piercing. When you are piercing something, that is a bhedan. Okay. So literal meaning Surya means sun, and you are piercing the sun. That is a literal meaning of the Surya Bhedi pranayam. Okay. So by practicing, you get the certain benefit, physiological benefit. If you attend my therapy class, Ayurveda class, I talked about it. The people who are having kapha prakriti, kapha dominant personality, those people, kapha means cold personality, their feet and hands are cold, they get cold, very quickly, they get infection, certain allergic infection. So these are the, or asthma, bronchitis, upper sinusitis, like sinus problem. They have inflammation in their sinus. So during these problem, one has to practice the Surya Bhedi pranayam. Okay. Another benefit of the Surya Bhedi pranayam, somebody, as you know, somebody is having the low blood pressure, their BP go low, they can practice the Surya Bhedi pranayam. And also it's very good for cleaning your sinus problems, especially the frontal sinus. The frontal sinus we are having, the hollow space around our nasal. So those are the sinus would be cleaned by practicing the Surya Bhedi pranayam. It's also improve the digestion and also delay the old aging. So you can remain beautiful, you can delay your old age. And we don't like wrinkles at all. We want a perfect glow. So Surya Bhedi pranayam will give you. You can delay the old aging, you can delay your old age. It's gonna work on the cellular respiratory system. It can delay the self degradation, degeneration, and it reverse that cycle. It convert the cell into the regeneration. Okay, so that's how the Surya Bhedi pranayam gonna help on cellular level. Yes, upper respiratory system and lower respiratory system problems would be cured. Sinus problem and throat infection would be cured. Bronchitis, any problems in your lungs, pneumonia, many people get pneumonia. Even during the COVID situation, Surya Bhedi pranayam is a very good pranayam. If somebody is infected by the COVID and they don't feel like too much, heat in their body, so they can practice the Surya Bhedi pranayam. Okay. So other benefit of the Surya Bhedi, small kids get the worms in their stomach, कीड़े पड़ जाते हैं, है ना, पेट में कीड़े, so worm in the stomach and small intestine. So it gonna kill that intestinal worms when you're practicing the Surya Bhedi, because it increase the heat of the body. So heat kill the worms, and you don't require any medicine for that. If you're practicing the Surya Bhedi, all the worms would be killed, and the harmful worms, not the, you don't require the antibacterial medicine which gonna disturb the good bacteria of your gut. So these are the, and also it's increased the metabolic rate of your body. and it's improved the digestion and good for the people who are having lower blood pressure, and also it increased the sexual power. So these are the major major precaution. If somebody having hypertension, they should avoid it. Okay. Menstruation time, yes, they can practice the Surya Bhedi pranayam, but depend how was their condition. If they have the understand this thing, females get high flow, right? High flow during the periods. So if you get the high flow, so it means you shouldn't practice. If you have the low flow or irregular periods, that time you are practicing the Surya Bhedi pranayam. Okay. Any kind of lump you are having in the body, which can be cancerous. The lump become the cancerous in your body, right? So they after the 40, after the you reach to the 40 age, after that your body start having the lumps and nodules in various part of the body. So along with the Kapalbhati, Surya Bhedi should be practiced. So all the nodule, all the lumps would be dissolved. Even stone related problems, if somebody having um, stone in the kidney and gallbladder. So, but again, these things should be done under the, guidance of the yoga therapist. So do not just prescribe them these practice, because it can be dangerous, because it's going to increase the heat of the body. Are you understanding? If heat is increased, some part of the body, they feel little bit, other problems will be come to them. So you require lots of precaution when you're introducing, especially when somebody is having the problem, especially the gallbladder issue. Heat is already increase in their, pitasha. Pitasha is like your gallbladder, and liver is already heat. That's why your body temperatures, most of the people get the heat in their body. So in that time, if they're practicing, you required a very good teacher. For under that guidance, one has to practice, but do not prescribe by yourself. Okay. But yes, it's very helpful for the kidney and all the problems which is related to the female related problems, reproductive organs related issues. It's very helpful. But if people, if pregnant, if females are pregnant or having any kind of issues which you do not understand, do not prescribe the Surya Bhedi pranayam. Okay, because you require so many combination of the Surya Bhedi pranayam with the other pranayam. So these are the precaution one has to take. Hypertension, any kind of problem which you don't understand. Okay, hypertension, cardiovascular issues, stroke related issues, pregnancy, and high blood flow during the menstruation time. That is strictly prohibited. You cannot practice, but there is other precaution one has to take. But for that, you require the detailed history of the person. So these are the precautions: sitting posture, Padmasan, Siddhasan, Sukhasan. These are the posture one has to practice. Even Vajrasan you can practice. Vajrasan is little bit difficult, but Ardha Padmasan, Siddhasan, or Purna Padmasan, these are the asan you can practice Surya Bhedi pranayam. So the best time for practicing, morning time is the best time, as I talked about it, that after you asana practice, you can practice the Surya Bhedi. Morning time is a kapha time, which remove the phlegm, which remove the kapha, and which bring the balance into your kapha, you know. So the morning time is ideal time when you're practicing the Surya Bhedi pranayam. How long you have to practice? You can start with the 10 minutes to the 15 minutes, and gradually you can increase, depend person to person. Okay. it's very good people who having the leukemia or cancer related issues, we prescribe them, and but again under the guidance. Okay, you cannot teach these things to those people. Again, you require the good practitioner or yoga practitioner. Okay, or yoga therapist. Any doubts over here? Okay, let's come to the technique. The technique of the Suryabhedi pranayam. You have to understand the technique of the Suryabhedi. The right nostril is related to the sun. If you know a little bit about the nadis, it's gonna cover in your philosophy class. If you have little bit idea about the nadis, so I also talked about it. More than 72,000 of the nadis your body having it, right? So if you, so right nostril, your right part, this nostril, mine is this right, this nostril is connected with the sun. Okay, that called Pingla Nadi. Pingla Nadi. So you are working on the Pingla Nadi, and Pingla Nadi denotes with the sympathetic system. So sympathetic system is activated when you're practicing the Suryabhedi pranayama. So right nostril is connected with the sympathetic system. Okay, sympathetic system, which make you more active, which make you more, energetic, which make you give you the male energy. We both have the male and feminine energy, right? You know this thing, feminine energy and male energy, we are having it. So you are increasing the male energy in your body while practicing this Suryabhedi pranayam. Okay, so Suryabhedi pranayam, right nostril you're gonna inhale by, we're gonna apply the mudra. One of the mudra I already told you, the pranav mudra. I'll show you again. So right nostril you have to inhale, then left nostril you have to exhale. So we are learning the simple practice of the Suryabhedi. There is another technique of the Suryabhedi which apply the kumbhaka, but you are not ready for the kumbhaka. I'll let you know. Kumbhaka we're gonna start later on, but I'll teach you the simple practice. Right nostril you have to inhale and left nostril you have to exhale. Okay, that is a simple practice you have to do. This is the one avriti, one round of the Suryabhedi. Inhale through the right, exhale through the left. Again inhale through the right, exhale through the left. So this we keep on going until unless you don't feel tired. Anytime you feel tired, relax, come back to your thoracic breathing, abdominal breathing, or normal breathing, whatever you feel comfortable. So any breathing you can opt. Am I clear? Technique is clear to you? Now, which mudra we're gonna apply? So pranav mudra. So rolling your two fingers, index and middle finger, tucking at the base of the thumb. Two other fingers would be straight, your ring finger and the tiny finger would be straight. Closing your right nostril with your thumb and closing the left nostril with these two fingers. Okay, or the one finger or the both finger, you can use it. Okay, whatever you feel comfortable. Keeping the hands near your nostril, and you're not closing like this. Remember, not like this. Just slightly putting your this arch, this one, nasal arch. Here you have to put and press it. So nostril, the other nostril completely open. So same mudra which I introduced in the Nadi Shodhan pranayam, same mudra we're gonna use practicing the Suryabhedi. And with other hand, you're gonna make the chin mudra, Gyan mudra, or the Vayu mudra, whatever you feel comfortable. This mudra you can apply. Mudra, I'll gonna explain later on. Don't worry about it. But just to practice the Suryabhedi pranayam, we have to apply this mudra. Okay. Technique is clear to you. Now, so follow my instruction. Iya Jagrati.
मुझे ना पित्त का टेंडेंसी है, तो शुड आई परफॉर्म एक्सरसाइज?
हाँ, सीख लो.
हाँ।
सीखने में कोई बुराई नहीं है, पर लॉन्ग पीरियड ऑफ टाइम के लिए नहीं करना है, आपको प्रैक्टिस नहीं कर सकते हो। बट टेक्निक सीखने में कोई बुराई नहीं है, उतनी जल्दी असर आता नहीं है, तो उतनी जल्दी तुम्हारा पिच नहीं बढ़ जाएगा। बट सीखने में कोई बुराई नहीं, सीख लो टेक्निक, उससे कोई दिक्कत। So come into the sitting posture, keeping your back neck straight, remove the glasses. Make your posture comfortable and relax completely. Use your right hand to make the Pranav Mudra and use your left hand to make Chin Mudra or Gyan Mudra. So Chin Mudra is pressing your index finger with the tip of the thumb. Pressing the tip of the index finger with the tip of the thumb and keeping the rest finger straight. Making the Prana Mudra with the right finger, rolling your index, middle finger and tucking at the base of the thumb. Once your mudra is ready, gently close your eyes and observe your alignment. How's your back, your neck, your shoulder? Take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation, deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Ready your body, ready your mind for practicing the Surya Bhedi Pranayam. Deep inhale, slow exhale. Now, exhale completely through your both nostrils. Place your right hand mudra near to your nostril and press the left nostril with your ring finger and the tiny finger. Close your left nostril. Inhale through the right nostril very slowly without making any noise with your breath. Very slowly inhale through the right nostril. Then close your right nostril gently with the tip of the thumb. Close the right nostril with the tip of the thumb and gently exhale without making any noise. Do not make any noise of your breath. Exhale deeply and slowly from the left nostril. This is the one round of the Surya Bhedi. Again, close the left nostril. Inhale immediately through the right. Very slowly, you have to inhale. Air goes into your lungs. Then close your right nostril with the tip of the thumb and exhale through the left nostril. This procedure should be done without making any noise, without any movement. Even you cannot hear the inhalation and exhalation of the breath. Keep practicing the Surya Bhedi Pranayam, inhaling through the right, exhaling through the left. Inhaling through the right, exhaling through the left. Keep practicing. Aware of each and every breath, how the breath going in and coming out. Completely focused and make sure silent breath you are inhaling and exhaling. Each and every breath is so precious. When you inhale through the right, you're working, increasing the sun energy in your body. The Pingla Nadi is activated. consciously, actively practicing. Very slowly, complete your practice and come back to your thoracic breathing or abdominal breathing. Eyes remain closed. Now very slowly come back to your natural breath. Now take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation, deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Deep inhale, slow exhale. Now take a deep breath for the Om. 3 times Om and Shanti. Inhale for the Om. 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 Shanti. 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 Join your both palm. Rub your palm. Place on your eyes. Feel the warmness. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Say Om Shanti. Any doubt, any queries, any difficulty while practicing? Very good. Now, so keep practicing the Surya Bhedi Pranayama. Morning time, tomorrow morning time you can practice. And afterward, tomorrow we're gonna learn the new technique of the pranayama. So, but keep practicing the Surya Bhedi Pranayama so you get little bit idea about it, how the technique work. But yes, before the practicing the pranayama on yourself, you have to get the mastery over the abdominal breathing, chest breathing, and the yogic breathing and the Nadi Shodhan, right? Keep practicing all these in the sequence. Mangal ho, bless you. Om Shanti dear. Meet you at meditation class. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you, Pranav.
You.